a workbench. It's a bit strong, a bit more heavy duty. Look, 250 kg on each shelf. And you literally have to line these pins up with the holes, knock them down. Simples. What's up, guys? So since we finished this is what it looks like now. Done, built this nice big sleeper planter as well. Ready to have some stones put in. But less of the deck. Since that was built, we've gone into racing and we've been away. So this is the dumping ground. So what next now for my dream garage build? Well, this wall needs to come out. And we need to tidy it up. So we're going to head to Wigs's and we're going to get some shelving so we can get everything off the floor and then start to see where things are going, get this wall down, and get the car in here and start figuring out how this becomes my dream garage. Now we have to get this done before Christmas because Bolt is now no MOT, no tax. It's fine on the drive, but I don't want it sitting throughout the winter on the drive, not moving. Now I'm not going to drive it at all. I want it inside to be under cover. So yeah, next step on the old dream garage build is make some space. And we need him in the garage because we've got so much to get done over the winter on this project. We've got speed performance upgrades. I want to make it tidy your bolt up, make him look a little bit nicer. We're going to mess around with the front grille. I want some ducting that goes to the intake manifold. I want some ducting that goes straight to the turbo, which then that means moving the battery to create space. So we've got to move the battery. I know you front wheel drive drag people want the battery in the front, but at the moment we don't have a big old front solid step to put it on, so it's probably going to go in the passenger footwell. Then I want to tart the seats up because the seats are nasty, but they're fiberglass. So we're going to take the covers off and we're going to paint them, and we're going to put some new, not seat covers, just some seat cushions, and paint them all black. We've got some brake changes to do so we can get some smaller wheels on, because Aaron at the VAG yard has told me how I can keep my bigger brakes. So if we do a track day, I said a track day, but we can make the disc smaller and the carrier smaller to get the smaller wheels on to hopefully get a quicker quarter-mile time. So we've just got so much to get done over the winter and we can't be doing that on the drive. So first things first, get some shelving and clean this mess up. Oh, I can't believe the stuff I'm throwing out here, but it's a big switch in my life and how things are going. But I think this is going to be an annoying 10 handling job. So I'm going to create some space, put the shelving up, fill it, create some space. I bought one big lot of shelving and also smaller lots, thinking of the future of what's going to be in here. We don't really know. But what I need to do is just create some space and get some things off the floor. There's some big things like this. Bit of show gear from one of my shows I'm saving for Halloween. Look out for that video. We dress the house up every year for Halloween. And I'm using Bolt this year as part of the props. So yeah, we're keeping that. Then that will go after Halloween. So yeah, it's a bit moving around to create space, to move, create more space to be able to take this wall down to create a lot of space. And a lot of growing up, throwing things away this weekend. I love it. So these are the two units I bought. This big one here, which can double down as a workbench. It's a bit strong, a bit more heavy duty. Look, 250 kg on each shelf. I bought this one because I could utilise that into a workbench in the future. And then some smaller ones that can go on top of each other or be underneath shelving or underneath. Didn't get too stuck because they're so big. So I'm going to put the big one up first, to then hopefully get rid of most of this mess here. If anyone's thinking of buying this like flat back stuff, you literally need a mallet. You don't need a mallet, you could use a hammer, not your hand, and you literally have to line these pins up with the holes, knock them down. Simples. Well, one unit up and full. Second small unit. I'm not sure if I'm going to build the other one or take it back. They're good that they're thin, because once the car's in here, we need as much space as possible. Also, as you can see, we have a task on our hands. I have a little bit more stuff than I thought I had. We're going to have to do some projects in between this project, because I can't be like these guys who go, oh, dream garage build, and they've got an empty garage and they go, nice floor, toolboxes, car, lights on the roof, perfect. So I'll have to bring you projects inside projects. Right, so we are getting somewhere, but we need some sort of plan, because this is actually going to be moving around and getting nowhere. So I want a big workbench area down here. Is the only thing I really know what I want. So we've got a workbench the other side. Now I'm going to measure to see if that fits. Then we're going to have to take the seating backing off. And sadly, as much as I'm holding on to it, the memorabilia, some bits may be able to stay in here, but the memorabilia is going to have to go in the loft or in the house, sadly. Signed hockey stick. It's going to have to be boxed up and put away, because it's just going to get dirty in here. Even if I leave it in here, it's just going to get dirty. So that needs to come out. So today's job is pack up the memorabilia, take off the wooden backing, because we need a small garage. We've got to maximise space. We can't leave that in. There's actually LEDs all around here, which I may try and leave in. And then get the workbench emptied next door and annoyingly move this shelf in to put the workbench in, because if I'm going to have to do the garage build and projects in between, all the projects need some sort of workbench and workspace. And also remove these shelves. Now these shelves I actually made myself out of a bit of thin scaffold board and made the metal brackets myself. They were actually in mine and Alex's original house when we lived with her dad, and we decorated our first ever room. But Alex wants a set of these in the kitchen. These are perfectly stained. She'll probably want them a different colour, but I'm going to take these down, and then she can probably ask me to put them up in the kitchen tonight, knowing Alex. Now I might be boring you with save, because you can reuse. Now these corner bits that were just here with the corner cushion on, I already put them down into thin pieces of foam. Now we're about to redo the bucket seats in bolt. They might be perfect for like little, called bolsters, is it? No, little bits on either side where I know there's like worn down foam that we're going to have to replace. They're going to be perfect and lightweight, you know, light as possible, as fast as possible. We're getting there. I forgot how well I built all this stuff. So I might as well start to put the new stamp on the studio. So this did say the Coffee with Sam, but we still are called the Coffee with Sam at the moment. So I took the podcast off. Now it's got a bit of wood on the back. I'm going to screw a piece of wood up onto the wall. And then this can sit with two screws through the top. This is really hard with two hands, sorry. Screw straight down into the piece of wood on the wall. And that can sit up there for now. And then I've kept the LEDs that do this, so they turned on. That do this, that used to light up all the back wall. Why not? And as I'm doing this project, I might as well add bits to it to start to look what the dream garage is going to end up looking like. Right, we aborted the plan with the wood because that was over the top, and I normally do that when I put lights. Literally just used some soldering wire and a screw for now. Looks tiny on that wall now before, but it's the home of the Coffee with Sam. I've actually got a home with Coffee with Sam sign inside that Alex got me for my birthday, but for now, that's up. It's not the Coffee with Sam podcast anymore, it's just Coffee with Sam. At the moment, could be CWS Racing, CWS Motorsport, could even get rid of Coffee with Sam altogether, but that's the first stamp. Whoa, found this bad boy. So as you can see, this bit's already been painted where I had the wooden floor in the studio. The other side behind that wall isn't. And this, half of this covered this. So this half is ready for when we get to do the other side. Currently just stocking up all the shelves, made the space for the bench. The bench is going to come to about here for now. It's what we need. I'm currently just emptying this because this is the bench. Need to put a support in there because it started to sag. That bench is going on the other side. This is the first ever thing I built in this house. As you can see, it's not like that. So I'm going to put a new brace piece in here. I'm also going to put some back bits, attach them to the wall once it goes in. I'm also going to attach this bit to the wall. Now the bottom bits, that's where the garage, the water gets in when it rains heavy, which we have got a rubber seal we're going to put on when we start down here. Once this is all painted. Now to get it into that area there. A lot of what we're doing now is just to get us by, because I don't know how to design the garage. Once I've thrown stuff away and worked it all around, I don't know how I'm going to design the garage. All I know is I want the car in here and I want a workbench. This might not even be the finished workbench, so I'm not going to attach it to the wall for now. We're not going to be putting, well, I might bolt my big vise to it, but I've literally just cut these to size and malleted them in just to take that bend out for now, so we can use it and work on it, because I've got some bits coming that I'm going to need to clean up before I fit them. Well, I was a little disheartened after the last two videos because we haven't got all the space to put stuff out, empty it and build what we need to build, so we're dancing around all the stuff that I've got. And I'm a hoarder. But the main thing is, the garage fridge is cold. And first, things first. T-shirts coming very soon. A little bit of nostalgia. Archie's first birthday. Cheeky little parking sign because R8 Martin took him in the R8. And then S808 ARC, the original 6N. Polly the Polo on bike carbs. And now she's gonna be the home of Polly's big brother, Bulk. Now make sure you check out next week's video because I'm heading to the home of the VAG yard to grab some new performance upgrades for Bulk. So see you guys on the flip side. Spuds.